I'm Janae Price, and welcome to Ride With Me, the show where we talk to people we love.
Here are my suggestions
about the places they love.
I feel like Sweeney Todd.
Today, we're catching up with comedian and podcaster Youngmi Mayer to hear some of her recommendations for New York City's Chinatown.
The broth is so good. I dream about it.
And I'll be heading there myself. The best! To check them out.
They're so cute. What are their names?
This is Stonko, and then this one is Wimbledon.
So come along and ride with me.
Thank you so much again for talking to us today.
Thanks for having me. I'm so excited.
Tell us where you're going to be taking us today.
I'm going to take you to my favorite neighborhood in New York City, Chinatown in Lower Manhattan.
Tell me what Chinatown means to you.
So I moved to Chinatown in the summer of 2020. Big part of the reason that I moved to this neighborhood was because I was living in another part of Manhattan and I felt unsafe. I was verbally harassed, I think 2 times at that point. And I remember taking my son to school once and one of the people were like, "Oh, are you sure everyone in your family is healthy?" The week before lockdown. And I was like, why are you asking me that? I know I'm Asian, but I didn't secretly go to China last week. That contrast is what really hit me. I was like, oh my God, I was living with a lot of tension that I wasn't even aware of until I came to Chinatown.
Thank you so much for sharing. Can you take us to our first location?
Sure. So Dreamers Cafe is the cutest little cafe. It's in a very quiet part of Chinatown.
Hello, can I pet you? Thank you very much.
And it's owned by this really lovely, cool, hip couple, Danny and Sandy.
Casper's tall.
Huh? Oh.
High five, high five, high five.
Oh, that's so cute.
What I really like about Dreamers is that it is on a quieter street in Chinatown. So I like to go to Dreamers just to have a quiet little drink. Sandy makes these little handcrafted drinks and they're always really tasty. During the winter, I don't like pumpkin spice lattes because I think that they taste horrible. What part of that tastes like a pumpkin? I don't know. But during the winter, Sandy was making her own pumpkin spice mix with real pumpkins, and that was so delicious. I was drinking that every day. So that's why I suggested Dreamers.
I think we're ready to move to our next location.
Yeah, so Spicy Village is another classic Chinatown eatery that everyone talks about. It's very small, so it does tend to get very busy. And they're known for their hand-pulled noodles. I think their most famous dish, and my personal favorite, is called the Big Tray of Chicken. And it's a spicy, mala soup with chicken, obviously. And it comes out in a big tray. The broth is so good and so spicy. For my son, I like to get him the hand-pulled noodles with scrambled egg and tomato, which is very good.
That sounds really good. Thank you. Bye. Should we move on to the next place?
So the Chinatown Supermarket of Manhattan is my favorite store. The basement starts off with a live seafood section. Once you go through that, there's a huge produce section. And then upstairs is all the pantry items. The reason I started going there so often is because when I first moved to Chinatown, I would go to H Mart and all these Korean markets to get Korean pantry items. But then I realized that most of those things can actually be found in the Chinatown Supermarket.
Ooh, these look so good. And then we'll get lychee, because who doesn't love lychee? What is your go-to snack?
They have those, I don't know if you've seen them online, but the Lay's potato chips that they only have in Asia, they have all of those there. They have grilled shrimp, barbecue flavored Lay's. I just get all of them and I just eat them. Yeah, that's definitely my go-to home movie night snack for sure.
Thank you so much. Safety first, kids.
So one of my favorite restaurants in the neighborhood is Bacaro. It's on Division Street between Kiki's and Forget Me Not. It's just such a beautiful restaurant.
Oh, the chandelier. Oh, so nice.
And I know that they're famous for their very romantic looking downstairs area. I really like just having a really nice glass of wine and having like a meat and cheese plate.
Are their dishes just as romantic as the interior?
All the food at Bacaro is so good. I like dream about it, dream about it, dream about it, dream about it. There's a duck ragu dish that is so good. Oh my gosh. They have a really good steak. They serve the steak with like these smashed like a whole mini potatoes with rosemary. And I learned how to make it at home and now I'm like, oh.
The ragu. Ooh.
It's funny because all the people that work in those restaurants, we've just been like sort of friends for years. But during the pandemic, I feel like we really formed these like lifelong, strong friendships.
Bye, guys. So, Youngmi, tell us what you've got going on.
So right now I host a podcast called Feeling Asian. It comes out every Wednesday. You can find it everywhere. We also started doing a very excellent live show that I'm very, very excited about. And I really hope if you live in the New York City area, you check it out. We developed a very fun variety show, game show concept where the audience members joins in with celebrities that we have on the show. We just had one last week at the Bell House and I think we're going to continue having them, but please check it out.
I also want to note your cats are adorable. They seem to be having a fun time grooming each other right now.
They're so cute.
Is he a picky eater?
With kids, I think it's a lot of psychology. Like if we go out to a restaurant and just sort of like I put it in front of him, then he'll like eat it. But if I ask him, he'll be like, I don't want that.